Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's Kathy's website if you would like it. Supportive Oracle cards. You are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website for them, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Whew. Okay, what do we have for Cancer? Okay. Okay, so we got your cards. Your card's good. Let's see. Ooh. King of Wands. Okay. Third-party interference. This is actually going to go really well. I see a lot of positive cards for you. Yeah, like a lot of positive cards. Meditation here. Don't overthink. Don't overthink what, though? Don't overthink this third-party interference. This could be a friend that you're dealing with or a family member. If it's a work acquaintance, like there's somebody that you really care for and you're fairly close. Like if this is a work acquaintance, this is like somebody you go to lunch with. Maybe you bring in something special for them every now and then. Maybe they do for you too. But this is like this person is very important to you is what I'm getting. Like close to best friend material, if not. Whoever this person, it could even be a romantic partner. If that's the case, though, it's like somebody, like you're already in a relationship and you're very close to this person. It's a very, like you're very open. You talk about most things. It's not an issue. It's a very intimate relationship, whoever you have this with, because like this is somebody who, like when things aren't going well and you feel like, you just need to vent about somebody, but you need to just vent something out, but you want to vent it to somebody who knows. You don't want everybody to know. You want to keep things private. This person not only will keep it private, but they'll also help you get a hold of the situation. Kind of like, if you start getting really upset, they're going to be like, okay, yep, definitely this sucks, but let's not let it get out of control. Let's kind of step away from it for a minute, or here's another way to look at this so that we're not just, so we don't make anything worse. This is somebody who looks out for you. Like they don't want things to get worse for you. It's like that energy. And if they're thinking things are getting out of control, they're the person that would help you get a hold of it. Kind of like, before it gets any worse, let's start moving it to where it would go better. This is that person for you who would be like, hey, let me help you. Let me help you, Cancer. Seems like this is getting kind of heavy. Okay, now, the third-party interference is around that person. And it's this, King of Wands, which is neither good nor bad. The card itself is neither good nor bad, in my opinion. It's disruption. It's definitely disruption. This person, there's third-party interference here that's really bothering this person who means a lot to you. I feel like this is making you very, very concerned. Be careful what you say. Don't react too quickly. I feel like they're saying, because the meditation is at the bottom, which I feel like what they're saying with that is kind of like, let's hold back for a minute and let's just, whoever this person is, let them handle it first. Wait for them to come towards you, because I feel like your first knee-jerk reaction is like, oh, they'd help me in a second. I have to get over there and help them. In this situation, they're saying, if you can, kind of hold back for a second, let them have their reaction, and then go from there. Because something is balancing out here. And when I'm getting this, I feel I'm watching this third-party interference, but if you let this other person you care about handle it on their own, and then wait for their, like, if they want you to help them, of course, definitely help them. I mean, obviously. But until they call you in, hold to the side, just watch. If it goes on for a while, like, just like give them a heads up, like, if you need me, I'm here. You can do that. That's cool. But don't react and don't comment unless they pull you in unless they wave you over, like, I need your help type thing. You know what I mean? Unless they ask for your help, not at first. Just observe and listen. Because I'm getting, like, there's a danger of this situation getting worse. If this person is able to handle it on their own, it's much better. They'll move it where they need it to go, and they'll build from it. They'll be fine. Especially because Cancer, you wouldn't mean to like make it more confusing. You wouldn't want that, clearly, and that's not why you would get involved, obviously. But it could easily happen if you're not careful, because I feel like Cancer has this ability to get very offended and upset when somebody they care about is attacked, and they can get very amped up sometimes, and things. Yeah, just let this person handle it first. I don't know. I feel like your interference could actually, without knowing what's going on, because I feel like this person's going to learn something in this interaction. Especially if it's between them and like a love interest. Because this might be that moment where they need to see this person for who they are. And that might lead to the next step. If you step in, it might cool it down before it hits that moment where it actually shows who this person really is. And we don't want to do that. I know that may sound counterproductive, but for example, if this person isn't the best person, if you don't say anything and they just keep going, that moment will show how nasty they really are. So this person could go, oh wait, no, this isn't for me. But if you step in and cool it down, that may not happen, and this person might have to deal with this behind the scenes later and not have you around. Because this other person, this third party may learn, oh, if I act up in public and that Cancer's around, the Cancer's going to shut me down. So I'm going to hold off to the side when it's more, secluded, and then I can get my way. Just keep that. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. I'm not saying this is a good or bad energy, but whatever's going on here, something has to come full force so we can see how this actually adds up, so that this person has the backup around them when it goes full force, if that's what needs to happen. Otherwise, what happens is you might shut it down for now, but then privately it'll go full force, and then they're literally on their own because it's going to be more hidden at the moment, at least. Yeah, because I feel like this person needs to make a change. The person you're dealing with, they need to come into their power. They got very interesting cards on their side. Justice and the Emperor, very interesting, to me anyway, in an astrological sense, because you got one here is Libra, and the other is Aries. These are opposites. These are energies that have, this is an energy that can have a very difficult time working with each other, or can very much, if they keep it together, if both sides keep themselves under control, they can have massive amounts of growth. It's either like crash and burn or soar high, one of the two. They don't really do halfway. But that's what's going on with this situation. It's either like it feels like a pass-fail moment. And if you step in and kind of shut it down, it's going to happen somewhere else where this person doesn't have that backup. And I feel like it's better if this all plays out to its extreme level, while people are right there and can step in and help this person if that's what's needed. So we want it to actually hit, its worst moment publicly. So that way, it's not hidden, and then it's not something this person might be hiding. I know that seems counterproductive, but that's what I'm getting. I mean, it makes sense to me in a sense, but like it's kind of like also part of me is like, well, I don't want my friend or whoever it is to end up dealing with something like that, because I keep feeling like this could go bad. I don't know. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt. There's a big change happening here. Now, I don't know. It depends what it is. So I'm not sure exactly what it is that's happening, but the extreme is coming out. That Three of Wands with the Six of Wands, the extreme is coming out. Something's moving forward. Actually, with that Three of Wands, I do get like a lot of haste, which is, I don't know. Three of Wands is usually travel or moving forward, and there's a lot of moving forward, but I get something with haste with this too, especially because I got two fire cards together, I think, as part of it. It may not be really liked at first, like whatever this moment is, something is exposed, but that's going to clear it out. Again, that's why we don't want to shut it down, because if you mute it down, it won't get exposed. If it doesn't get exposed, it won't get cleared out. It will fester under the surface privately. We don't want that. By it coming forward, the connection with you and this person is very strong. You're able to help. If it's public, you're able to help very easily, and you can get a lot of support around you because it's like it happened in front of everybody. So it's like there's nothing to keep secret. Everybody knows. Even if it happens behind the scenes and this person tells you privately, I feel like then there's this air of like we want to keep a hush hush on this. We don't want everybody to know, and it doesn't heal. It doesn't like it needs to be fully exposed so it can be cleaned out and completely eradicated so we can heal what's left. We don't want this hiding under the surface. We don't want like a partial healing. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, yeah, maybe the skin healed over, but underneath it there's still an infection. We don't need that. We don't want that. It's going to seem counterintuitive for you is what I'm getting. Kind of like, I can't just stand by and let this happen to my, whoever this is, my person of value. I just can't. It's hard. I feel like that's hard for you because you got the Star card and the Wisdom. The Star card is an interesting card too. Sometimes it talks of Aquarius energy. Your Cancer, obviously. But the reason I'm saying that is because communication and smarts and knowing what to say and knowing how to move things forward, you're going to know how to shut this down if you want to. That's the thing. They're saying don't. You're going to know how to shut it down and calm it down if you want to. They're saying don't do that. Let this come forward so we can find out what's really happening and everybody can kind of see it so it can be dealt with and not fester under the surface. If you're able to let that happen, which I know it's a leap of faith to do that. That's what I'm getting with the Fool card. It's like a leap of faith to let that happen. I do feel like it will balance. You got the Six of Pentacles, it will balance. You got the Ten of Pentacles, it will go it'll be much stabler, a lot happier. You'll feel much more secure with what your person of love, person of interest, whatever you want to call them, the person you care about, you'll feel much more confident that they're going to be okay and that things are good for them. You got prosperity and blessings. You're going to feel a lot better for them knowing like this came out publicly, this got dealt with, that's no longer a problem, and everybody knows about it, so there's no hiding it. There's no little dirty secrets anywhere. It's just all right out there. If this goes through correctly, the person you're dealing with, ironically, because I feel like there's just kind of like, are they going to be okay? They'll be great. They'll have the Sun card and the Ten of Cups. This will solve an issue for them. It might be a long-standing issue that's probably been perpetuating for quite a while. This is literally going to clear it out. I feel like once it's exposed, it's like, for this person, even though I don't think they really like the idea of it being exposed, I feel like once it's exposed, it's a lot less stress than hiding it. It's kind of like, well, everybody knows, so. You know what I mean? It's kind of like instead of hiding the secret, it was a lot of work to hide the secret. Once it's exposed, well, there's not what's to hide. It's less stress for them for it to be exposed. It's more stress for them to hide it. It's a lot more work, a lot more labored emotion. Like, it's not good. So they will make out very, very well, and they'll be very, very happy that it's over. I just feel like they may not be able to, like, it has to happen this way because I feel like analytically they wouldn't believe it, but once it happens, it's like, well, I guess, yeah, this feels a lot better. I don't have to hide it anymore. I don't have to run around and do this and do that anymore. So now that it's exposed, it's going to get better for them. Are we good? Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and you have a great day.